got sat with Ryan from Lost Asylum. Welcome back. This is actually Lost Asylum's third time. Funnily enough, exactly the same years as Bleed Again have played. So 17, 22, and now obviously this year. And I wonder for you, Ryan, especially with the amount of bands that you've been in, you must have made a lot of friends, a lot of connections along the way. How do you feel like you've evolved as a musician over that time?
Well, it's very encouraging and very flattering, considering I'm at a point in my life now where I've just done so much journeying about for performances, for full-on gigs, open events, which are basically makeshift gigs, even karaoke's where I work out my voice. Yeah. Then I get remembered there pretty much. And I don't really remember them so much as they remember me. And I don't think this is really a problem with... I don't think it's just a case of me getting older. I think it's just that I can't remember everyone anymore. Yeah, I can only remember so many people.
Sure, that makes sense. So, we got to hear Inmate 13, the fantastic EP, finally after, a really, really long time. It was great to hear your voice on that record. And it's a real culmination of old Lost Asylum and new Lost Asylum. All of those old tracks, they finally got the light and the proper recording that they deserved. And then we got to see the evolution of the band as well. How did that record go about putting together, about making sure that all of Lost Asylum's journey was on it?
Well, I could definitely say that the pandemic was the biggest kick up the arse for all of us to stop brushing things aside, stop even starting to let naivety get the best of you, and just get on and don't waste any more time and get down to it. And that's what we did. The studios in Ford, we made the most of every bit of time that we had there. Even if some would listen to it and suggest that there wasn't enough polishing in it or whatever, I think it sounds good. And not everything needs to sound polished.
I think it sounded good, so...
But yeah, I would say that the pandemic and the impact of all the lockdowns was the biggest motivation for us to get everything done.
Yeah, it was for a lot of bands. I think a lot of bands gave them a chance to A, work on stuff, and B, give them that kick to, well, we've got so much time now, might as well use it wisely. So now those songs, been given the light that they deserved. Yeah. Now that those songs are out there, what's the next stage for the bands now? Are we writing at the moment? What's going on at the minute?
There are no originals in the works as of this time, because we feel that there is enough to work with, ones that we can easily take handfuls of and not feel like it's getting too repetitive. And if we did get to that stage, then we'll have to get something written up. Although the others tend to have more ideas down the line quicker than I do, to a point where it just makes my job all the easier. It's like I don't even have to bother anymore, even though I do, because I should be having some input. I should be proactive.
Sure.
But no new songs in the work right now. But performing wise, we have been planning a bit more long term, and we've got a few things to look forward to, like going back to the Fiddler's Elbow in Camden.
Nice.
On the 2nd of September.
Nice, that's cool. Yeah, that first show was supposed to be really amazing. I wasn't there, but Darren was telling me how great it was. So.
Yeah, it was pretty telling, considering that we started the night off and we had a good enough turnout there when it was a bit of a gamble, as we had to have at least 15 people there.
Right, yeah.
And after we were done, the others who performed that night didn't seem to get many people watching them. I think that's well, okay, I think it's actually the second time that I've performed at an event and yet the crowd is significantly less.
Sure.
So I've done it with a solo performance in Belfast last November.
Oh, wow.
And even though I wasn't really happy with the crowd there, I was grateful to have it, considering that people after me didn't get that much, including Undateable star Daniel Wakeford.
Yeah, cool. Wow.
Yeah, but I was kind of packed with him because I came up in the same scene as him.
Yeah, sure.
Or even a local group barely had anyone. Cool. So that's what this show in Camden kind of felt like. Although the crowd for us was a bit better than what I had solo in Belfast.
Sure. Okay. So what do you think makes a Lost Asylum show so special? Because the energy is always great, and I always personally get a lot of real positive feedback about things like the energy, the stage presence, all that kind of stuff. I get a lot of good feedback. People go, "Oh, that's so much fun." What do you think makes a Lost Asylum show special?
Well, it's a combination of combined experience and professionalism and resources. You work your ass off to get hold of those things, however that may be possible, and you've got the power to have that impact on people.
Yeah, definitely. So I wanted to ask a question about the Inmates. You know, your wonderful fan base that are probably one of the most dedicated I've genuinely ever seen. That just follow you to shows wherever you go.
Yes, hear your wardens speak.
Yeah, I mean, they follow you everywhere, right? They're amazing. And why do you think that they're so loyal? What do you think it is about your band that just gets people so keen on following?
We brainwash them.
Nice, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Nice.
in the best possible way. We just know there are people out there who could really dig our music because we know our own values and we keep that belief strong.
Nice.
Which is always the most important foundation of any band, any kind of performer, is that you have to have that foundation of belief in yourself and not listen to what anyone else tells you. Only you know yourself. And if you are not going to have that belief in yourself to do what you're meant to do in life, then why should anyone else have that belief?
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for sitting with us. Really, really appreciate it. Check out Inmate 13 if you haven't listened to it yet. Join the Inmates, come down to the next show. Thanks so much, Ryan.
As ever, always out to rock out.